now that we're on a much different patch to where it was very strong. But I feel like we mentioned, for LNG, a lot of poke, a couple of strong avenues for flank angles, but for Weibo, a little more, I suppose. Do they have the damage for Scout? That's the big question. Oh, well.
Ooh, the flash misses, and now Crisp is lost. Oh, he's up a creek without a paddle. Flash, knock back into the fear. First blood going over to Tarzan. Look, I appreciate
hit those points of power. Unless, of course, Weibo hand them some opportunities for plays. Xiaohu, a little bit of pressure here.
A little bit of pressure, holds his flash. Very well done here by Xiaohu. Scout's taking a huge amount of damage. Tarzan gets knocked back. Remember, no flash here onto the Nocturne. Will get rooted down there. Still putting in some decent work here. Bramble smash and into the soldiers of Shurima. Very well done here by Xiaohu and Weibo.
Maybe they look for a rotation in, but it feels a bit greedy if you look for a fight after the fact here.
There's his top side.
Yeah, 4v4 on the top side. If Gala wants to move up on the pressure of the tower, he can. Weibo getting forced out, engaged on even.
Yeah, they're going to jump in on Weiwei. He uses the Nature's Grasp. They're all lined up, which means they don't all get stone hung. Now getting a little bit too familiar with the enemy support. And mid laner Xiaohu picks himself up a kill. They will trade support for jungler, but now Tarzan and Scout a little bit in no man's land. They need Zika the Bouncer to escort them out to safety. Xiaohu is still here, has the Emperor's Divide and a flash if he needs it. He's going for it. Does knock Scout right into the waiting arms of the Shy and Chris. The Zenith Blade lands on the Scout, but Zika doing such a great job of keeping everybody from landing those death blows, and it's only a one.
On this dragon, and with that item completion, probably feeling a little bit emboldened. The fight was to kick off, but feels like LNG again.
Gold or 600 gold, 600 health. It can be the difference maker a lot of times.
Yeah, that's true. Health is very important, and this is what I was talking about with the have a fairly quiet sequence of events. But I feel like LNG really want to start picking up these objectives. Ooh, and maybe even force Weiwei. How caught out is he?
They're going to go for it. There's the paranoia down the backside of this one here. Weiwei's already TP'd in. Scout was waiting and biding his time, but they've already taken down the Emperor of Shurima. Weiwei next on the chopping block, but they're trying to hold this blast cone. They will get him over the wall. Nicely done there by Chris. You can see another TP coming in.
Okay.
You've lost the flash off Zika, so he's not going to be able to flash engage straight away. They know he's there. They had perfect vision of it. A flash away as Hung tries to engage. There's going to be the Cassandra coming in on top of this one here. There's Nature's Grasp, and it does land on quite a few people. The Soda player is good. They just can't make this fight work, and now Weibo can pounce right back onto LNG. The Shy gives up his life, but it is for the betterment of his team, because they knew exactly what was going on, and now LNG this one, and it looks like LNG are giving it up, so not going to maybe go over unless Tarzan wants to go in over the wall. He's going to try and do it maybe. Looking for it. No, I guess he just wanted a Q. Don't really feel like you're going to be getting that at this level of play. But now, the Shy might be thinking like he's going for a little bit of engage. Jumping onto Hung. And Zika has to try and move in here with the Ruthless Predator. But now the Shy just goes way too far forward. And the bomb comes down on top of his head. I didn't realize Gala was an Oppenheimer.
Mid lane, put down a lot of wave play here as the Herald crashes. Maybe Weibo can just force it, but again, if you ever really want to step too far up, it looks like they'll be given the freedom to, as leaning a lot more heavily towards this dragon. So Weibo, what can they do? They have to find an answer. They have to kind of force through. Isn't it engaged here in the mid lane?
Solar Flare was so big, Crisp! That was fantastic! That just means that Scout is out of this fight. Tarzan now so damn low, he gets all out and taken out by the Shy, who looks to try and 1v2 on the backside. Him and Crisp going in as beef burgers are put on the barbecue there as Hung goes down. A double kill for the Shy. He doesn't quite go down either on this one, and he's still pushing forward. Zeri finish it off. That is a 5-for-none. Crisp with the absolute god play on this Leona.
Crisp and clean that engage, and it finds Scout smack bang in the middle of all of LNG. It's going to get them the soul. And the fight that followed was
at all the times like they're on the same page, like they're on the same kind of note to be able to make a play like that happen. That looks
it's already dying. 4K, 3K. LNG has to make a decision.
Here we go. Paranoia comes in. Are they going to be able to get it down? No. Secured by Weibo. Now they can look to take the fight. You can see the Shy trying to zone out the rest of the team as Scout has already fallen. It's a double kill for the Zeri. He's now looking for Tarzan as he wants that triple. Gonna get it in for himself. 3 easy kills. The Baron and Weibo are wiping the floor with LNG in this first game.
This game looks just about done and dusted. LNG have a relatively short death timer, so this shouldn't be the end game push, but for Weibo with Baron buff and so much time, if they get this inhibitor on this push, they're going to have 2 minutes worth of time almost still left available to the Baron. They're going to be able to pick up so much more standing gold. A little bit of wave play comes through, but it's not really enough. And Weibo have just about everything they need to try and close out this game. LNG, they really need to find a bit of a miracle fight onto Xiaohu, onto Light in the next couple of minutes. Maybe if they can hold out until that Elder Dragon swarms up, they can flip the game there. But until then, it looks really difficult. This cannon minion should just about finish off the job. Another one
You got a
pulls
friend.
up.
Is it going to be a big thing? Yeah. Is it going to be? But you've got three TPs. But what can it do? Like, I mean, like Renekton's great and all, but like the Zeri, I feel like is such a great pick into it because it's got its own mobility, it's got its own kiting material, and 5-0 and 4 makes it so difficult. I mean, how do you stop this? You can't. You still have 40 seconds, like you mentioned. The Baron buff's still ticking.
Yep, that's 2 inhibitors, and now they've also got the Shy up on the top side, shoving in a wave as well. And with his Baron buff, they can just sync up, make their way towards that top side, and kind of just restart the siege. LNG again a little bit slow, but you can't really blame them. There's another wave also pulls through, and now Weibo, they can either be patient or they can look to pull the trigger if LNG overstep. LNG realistically have to make a decision very soon because triple inhib whilst the Elder's up is going to be near impossible to defend. It seems like they're just going to yield it. Triple wave on the bottom side. Here we go.
There's Nature's Grasp. It's coming across just to stop Gala. They're going to put in the Paranoia to try and jump onto Light. He does get the knock up here with Hong, but they just can't make it happen. Hong is a lost and alone in the world, and they try to put everything in the Xiaohu. They will take him down. The Nocturne dies, though, straight away afterwards. There's a triple kill coming in for Light on this Zeri. 8-0 and 4. And that's Weibo putting a definitive stamp on this series, saying we are not going to roll over and die. You're going to have to earn this if you want to come back into it.
Very, very impressive showing